All right, here we are. My speakers and all sorts of feedback. You're probably hearing that too. Sorry about that. Okay. Hello, hello, hello. Time for a replay race. Today we are on race number 5 at Zolder. Zolder. So, yes, sir. Yes, sir. We are well on our way in multi-class. Oh, look at that! I got the wrong screen up there. We are not at LMU multi-class, so get rid of that thing right now. We are in ACC. Yes, we are in ACC. I gotta get right to it then, because I got the wrong screen up there. There we are. There we are. We are at Zolder today. On your screen is our qualification times. Look at that. Top 3 there in platinum is Diego Cosio, Chris Bourne, Stuart Packham, all within less than half a second. Nice job, you guys. In silver, it is Mr. Nielsen, Peter Nielsen, Serge Brunier, trying to remember his first name, and Hugo Caballero. They are within 0.2 of each other. Nice. And way down there in bronze class, we've got Cirque Frank in first place by almost a full second. And me in second place, and Joe Bakavic bringing up the rear. So that's that. Before I get to that, let's do the standings. Let me find the standings here. Silver, platinum standings. There we are. So in platinum, in race number 4 in the books, we've got Chris Bourne with 112 points, getting up there. Lots of first places there. In second place, Mr. Steve Young with a couple of second places. The standings are going to start to heat up now because 2 races are knocked off, and now everything's going to start counting a little bit more. So Stuart Packham's in third with 93, so pretty tight there in platinum. Let's find silver. There is silver. Sebastien Brunier. How come the first names are in silver and the first names weren't in platinum? That's interesting. Sebastien Brunier in first place with a considerable lead, 112, followed by Andrew Ambro, 98. And then Terry Throwbridge with 94. Ooh, some of these guys are not racing today because it is a rain race, as you know, because you could see it in the background. There is the next one. It's that was silver. We just did silver. I am looking for bronze. Where is my bronze? The bronze. There we are. In the bronze. Eric Langlois still shows his first, but he's retiring from the series this year, so that'll start changing next week. Look at that. So technically in first place, Mr. Mike Meleskie with a 1 and 2 finish, 105. Cirque Frank not that far behind with 93, and all these other guys aren't racing today, and they haven't raced that much in bronze. But Joe is racing today. He's got 84 points. He's going to work up in the standings. So that is that for the intro stuff. Let us go back to the podium. Oh, that's that. Oh, let's go to the podium here. Okay, I'm going to have to change the screen. Actually, change that. We went through the time, so let's quit this replay and get to the other replay, which is the Zolder in the rain. So yeah, we had 21 people on track. Let's just find this spot here. I know it's around 4 or something. And we'll get this one. People are in position. there is our tower. Let's go through it again with the liveries. Find the right screen here, or camera, I should say. Yes, in the rain. Not everybody likes the rain. There it is. There's Mr. Cosio Diego in the Lexus. The only Lexus. The only Lexus. Next we have Mr. Chris Bourne in the Ferrari, familiar colors. Stuart Packham in the Lamborghini. Derek Bird in the familiar Porsche. Mircea Panoff. All these guys are normally in the top 5. Mr. Alex, Paolo Alex is in 6th place. Peter Nielsen in the Ferrari, in the 7th. He is 1st place in, he got podium in silver. And Sebastien, why did I say Serge? It's Sebastien, you gotta remember that. Brunier in 2nd place, followed by Hugo Caballero. Now, Steve Young had some issues in the rain. He was talking a lot before the race, saying he could not get a good setup for the Mustang to get over the chicane, to cut the chicane corners. So he's having some trouble, losing some time there. So we'll see how he ends up. Next is Laszlo Nemeth in that beautiful Dragon McLaren. Brian Banks is in 4th place in silver. Danny Britos, Peter David in the 1st BMW, followed by Andrew Ambro in the next BMW. Malcolm Hutchinson, Aaron Shannon, Bruce Hopkins in another Mustang. Looks a lot like Mircea's livery. And in 1st place in the bronze category, Sirk Frank in the Porsche, followed by myself in the Ferrari, and following the field, Mr. Joe Bukavik, just back. I was talking to him earlier, just back from a cruise. He got in at midnight last night. Obviously had no time to practice. All right, let's find a good camera angle here for the start. Away we go. Rain at Zolder. Rain at Zolder. Here comes the start finish. Let's just see. Diego is on the left. Bourne is on the right. Green, green, green. We are racing. Now we go. Let's see there. Bourne is trying to get around on the outside. There's some 3x3s. We'll go back to that start in a minute. Chris Bourne's coming around the outside. They're side by side for the lead. And Chris has got the inside track. Is he going to make it? Yes, he is. And Stewart's going to try to take Casico on the start, and now we are stringing along. Let's just watch Stewart, see if he makes any ground up. Okay, let's go back here and watch some other. Let's go back to the start here and watch some of the other action. I'll slow it down slightly. I think that's easier to follow. Let's go to Paolo here. Paolo is in the Porsche. That's the green Porsche, I think. And we'll just follow everybody through here to some 3x3 action. That's the green Porsche on Mircea. Oh, lots of action here. But everybody is pretty well behaved. I don't think there's anything happening. Who is that in the, that's a Mustang. That's Steve Young's getting some. That's a little too slow. That's Steve on the inside there trying to go by Hugo, I believe. Somebody went wide there. That's Britos, I think. Aaron, and there's the back of the pack. I was being very careful. Okay, I'll also see now what happens at the next chicane. That is Chris Bourne. He is in 1st place. That's Stewart right there. Let's find a good camera angle here. Everybody's gone through here in the 2nd chicane. All right, that is good. That's Stewart. Oh, wait a sec. No, that's fine. No mistakes there. Look at that at the back. Bakavik's trying to push me off. I was having nothing of it. We had a little bit of a battle at the start. How is it going everywhere? Oh, Merche's off. Merche's off. What happened there? Let's back up 5 seconds. We're still at 75%. Oh, we're going to back up a little bit more. Merche. Oh, what's happened there? What's happened there? Merche tried to go on the outside of Derek, and Derek pumped him off a little bit. And he's trying to cut grass. He's desperately trying to stay on line, and he is back in the right same position. But he goes off again. He goes off again. Now he's back again. Look at this. Look at this. That's the 88 of Paolo Alex. Now Paolo goes off. Woo! Good action. Now Paolo lost another place to Peter Nielsen, I think. All right, let's go down back here to see what's going on. I think I know there's some issue here with Brian. Oh, Brian is way back here now. All right, let's see what happened to Brian. There is an issue there. I know there was an incident someplace. Still, there is the issue, I think. Here's Brian. He's up there now. Let's find a better angle. There's Brian and Laszlo. A couple of BMWs. Let's just follow Brian along through the next chicane. What am I? Oh no, I'm way too far back. What the hell happened there? Okay, let's just see here. I know there's an issue with Brian earlier on, or later on. Where is he in the pack? All right, here he is. We're still on lap 1, really. Stuart Packham is trying to chase down Diego. Look at those two. They just cutting those corners big time. That's where I lost all my time, obviously. There's Brian. We just got to cut back to Brian every once in a while because I noticed an issue around one of the chicanes with Brian. Is that where Brian... Brian hasn't had his own... Oh, no, sorry. It was Peter David that had the issue. Let's go back and watch what happened there. Peter had the problem. So Peter is now in last place. He was way up there. There's the first start of it. There's the first start of it. He got knocked off. Just went through the... He might have got a track cut there. But that is the big issue that's involving Brian, or Peter, I should say. I think... There it is. Oh, there it is. There it is. Oh, big, big, big mess. All right, let's find a good camera angle. There's a great camera angle to see how that had got an accordion work there. There's Brian in the white one. Oh, see what happened there. That was ahead of him. That's Hutchison. Hutchison caused a little bit of a bump, and that brought everybody together. Now we get a whole bunch of people mucking about. So Peter David ended up in the grass in that BMW. Oh, so that was a little bit further back. The initial contact was with Hutchinson, I believe. All right, that is that. All right, so there's our top 3. Let's go through this. Let's go through everything. There's the driver view. Look at that. Rooster tails. Hello, who's with me? Sebastien, bonjour. Howdy, Mike. Stuart, I'm ready for bed. I'll pop in and watch it all. All right, here we go. Here we go. I just happened to have you on screen, Stuart. Beautiful, beautiful. You 3 guys were the cream of the crop today. Derek's back by 2 seconds. He's in play. Berche had there's big issues there with the grass. There's Sebastien. Bonjour, bonjour. He's trying to chase down Merche. Nielsen and Alex are at it. They're right behind all these guys. Look at that. Steve Young's right there too. We're only in lap 1, really. Back here, Joe and I'm going to go back a bit because there was some excitement there. Here we go. Back here. Get another camera angle. I didn't really see what happened. There we go. There is Joe goes wide. Joe goes wide there. I'm coming up. That's where I pass him, but he's going to try and knock me off on this long right-hander, left-hander, I should say. Look at that. He's crowding me, and then I end up following him into the into the gravel, and now we try to keep it going. That's where I pass him, never to see him again. All right, then it's just me and Silk for the rest of the race. We'll get back to that one a lot later. Alex and Serge. Pretty good helicopter view here. Serge, I keep calling you Serge, Sebastien. Okay, how are we doing? Stuart is just right behind Diego, big time. Diego. Who else is close? Laszlo on Steve Young. Yeah, Steve's young. Let's get on board with Laszlo and just see what kind of issues Steve has been having. They're all pretty close. He's trying to chase down Peter Nielsen. Ryan Banks is catching up to Hugo. Very hard to see anything at all. And there's Aaron behind Hopkins. These three guys are together. I don't like that camera angle at all. Let's go here. You love Zolder, Stuart. Yeah, but in the rain? Yeah, you couldn't break it. Yeah, it's really tough if you had a better braking point. Really tough to get a good run on somebody. And then no traction on the outside. Who is this? This is Andrew Ambro. How is Stuart? Stuart's falling a little bit behind. You've got a livery that looks like a BMW art car from, probably the 60s, 70s. Mr. Combs did an art car of a BMW 3 Series, I believe it was. That little model, that if you can get one, because they're fairly rare, is worth $3,000. You probably paid $100 for it if you bought one at the dealership. Was the only place you could buy them, and now it's worth $3,000. Look that one up on Mr. Combs. I forget his first name. He's a modern art guy, a lot like your livery. All right, who is close? Who is close? Nielsen. Oh, Nielsen just went off. Nielsen just went off. Let's see what happened there. Here it is. Here it is. He's following, trying to get Sebastien. Look at that. I said it right this time, Sebastien. Here we go. Here we go. He's trying real hard to pass on that corner. Hit the grass first. Let's just do that again from the driver's point of view. Right here. Ooh, a little bit longer. She set him up pretty nice. I know the feeling, Peter. I had a couple of guys that I was closer on the corner. Look at that. Just ended up going right through the corner. Now you're going to have a hard time getting back on. He's trying really hard. He got a pretty good rejoin there in terms of safety anyway. Malcolm is chasing down Andrew Ambro. This is a good little battle. See, myself and Serge are Silk. Well, these guys had some issue early on. They ended up in that mess at the chicane. They are faster than us bronze guys, so eventually Silk is going to let them through. I had let them through already once. Peter David is up chasing. They just passed Joe. All right, let's get back to the top here. Let's do a bit of a rundown. Chris Bourne is now 2 seconds ahead of Diego. Oh, he went through the chicane a little. Look at the way these guys go through the chicane. You want to know how to save some time? That's what you got to do. So these three are 2.7 seconds ahead of Derek, who is trying to hold off Merche. And now the next group is Alex, Sebastien, Steve Young. Steve got by Laszlo somehow. No, it was Laszlo was chasing him down. Laszlo's still a second behind. Danny Britos is behind them. Hugo Caballero, all within striking distance of each other. There's a nice little grouping here. That is Peter Nielsen, Bruce Hopkins, and Aaron Shannon. Let's get on board with Nielsen for a second or two. Look at the kind of view you have from inside the cockpit. So you really got to know your braking points by looking off to the side, because you really can't see what's going on when you're so close behind a car in front of you. Looks like Nielsen's got some pace on Bruce. Andrew's just past Frank, so Hutchinson and Amber are cleanly by Sirk. So that sets up me and Frank in the back for first and second in bronze category. Stewart is right on Diego's tail now. Yes, Stewart, nice race. Let's just watch you for a while. You got that Lambo. Look at this leaderboard. Ferrari, Lexus, Lamborghini, Porsche, Ford, and a McLaren in 7th. Wow. Good tower. Falling a little bit behind there. Let's see how you do on the driver's side. I know like everybody had different lines through, and I think everybody's a little bit faster or slower in certain corners. Way down here we've got Nielsen right on Bruce Hopkins' tail, and you right on Diego's tail. Watch these two right now. Let's just see, Stuart, where you had the advantage. Hello, Mr. David. Hello, Mr. David. Could say hello. You're 3.5 seconds behind me right now, trying to get by, climb that ladder after your incident. That's 2 races in a row you've been able to join us. That's nice. All right, what's going on with Stuart? Or not Stuart, but Bruce. Hutchison is pretty close also, or was. It's a little bit further back now. Now I'm going to give you, I'll wait for my race later. This is the one to watch right now. Stewart on Diego. Just can't seem to get ahead. Let's watch these gaps. Where does he catch up? Catches up in this chicane a little bit. That Lexus just got some grip on the way out, doesn't it? Let's find a new camera angle. I'm getting kind of bored with this one. Where is my mouse? There it is. Certainly not that angle. Ugh. That's the button I should use. Okay, let's watch this one for a while. This angle, I mean. All right, who is close? Who is close? We have got... Did I jump ahead? Oh, I jumped way ahead. Sorry. Hit that button there earlier. It's hard to be careful where my cursor is. I'll jump ahead in a minute. So here we are. We are in lap 7. This is Stuart and Diego still at it. But Chris Bourne, the cream of the crop today, he's opened up a 4-second lead over Casio. And Packham is still, this is a great battle for second and third. Let's go, Serge Brunier, he is here. He's being chased by Steve Young, but he has got a good 5-second lead over number 2. in his silver, which is Daniel Britos. He's kind of being chased by Caballero right now, so he's got his hands full with Caballero. He can't think of getting up further. In first place, there is Serge Sirkamin in the Porsche, followed by me in the Meleskie 7-Up. And Peter David is kind of chasing us down. We're going to let him by, obviously. Joe had some issues. I think he spun out at some point because he fell back by 20 seconds. He hung in there, though, and collected a few points. Valuable points in this series, for sure. All right, where are we? We're going to spread out a little bit more. This is Hugo trying to chase down. Oh. What happened? Did someone fall back? I thought Hugo was chasing someone else. Hopkins? Britos? What happened there? I'm just going to zip around here. Yes, somewhere along here. Britos lost it. Well, let's just follow to see where that happened. That is Caballero behind him. Yep. Somewhere Britos lost it. He's still ahead there. He is still ahead there. Let's just follow him along for a little bit. It's kind of very soon that's going to happen. Caballero was chasing him down within a second, so he felt him breathing down his neck for sure. Let's get on board with Caballero and just watch this. How he's chasing him down. Brian's not that far behind. Whoa, there it is right there. Right there. That is what happened. Let's get on board with Britos, get a better view. And get the overhead view right there. Back it up. No, we don't have to back it up. Yes, we do have to back it up. So he's merrily along. Just touched the grass, I think, on the approach. Luckily, he got back pretty quick. So he didn't lost a lot of time, but didn't lose everything. Wow, that was some little spin out there. Steve Young, who I said before was having some issues with the way he was taking the chicanes, and Lou said he losing about a second. He's trying to chase down you, Sebastien. What's going on in the chat here? You are just trying to stay out of trouble, Sebastien. Yeah. Great on the curbs. Yeah, that Mustang is not great on the curbs, apparently. Oh, there he goes, Sebastien. Oh, you just lost it. You just about lost it big time. Where are you? There you are there. Lost a couple of spots. Not in your class though, thank goodness. So you're in first place still in your category. You didn't have to worry about those two guys at all, but that was very close to being disastrous, isn't it? All right, let's get a look at what's going on here. Stuart and Diego. Is that traffic coming up ahead of these guys? Yes. Who is that ahead of them? This is Stuart. That is Chris. Oh, Chris is not that far. He was 3.8 seconds, 4 seconds or so. So Chris had a bit of an issue somewhere. This is Hutchinson on Burritos. Get a little drink here. I'm just drinking water here today, Brian. You guys were talking about guys like Terry Throwbridge and whatnot. These guys do not like racing in the rain. I didn't find the grip that bad on this track in the rain. You know, it's a fairly heavy rain. There was a few spots where there was some standing water that you needed to be careful about. But, you know, I don't know why people are not that... you know, try the rain ones. We don't usually have heavy rain. It's usually medium. So it's not that crazy, really. Just got to stay off the Curbs. All right, that is where Peter David passed me. Sooner or later, I'm going to get close to Silk. There is Laszlo on Steve Young. He did not get very far ahead. Steve did. He is up there in the standings. This is going to hurt him in the standings, I think, a little bit. And Stewart on Diego still can't get by. You just couldn't get by. Oh, Stewart's still with us. Yes, you are. That must have been frustrating for you to be chasing Diego down so much for second place. Boy, good patience on not overcooking something there. Just waiting for him to make a mistake, I guess. Ooh, what's going on here? Looks like Hutchison got ahead of Britos. Let's see where that happened. Let's see where that happened. That is Hutchison there in the green. Trying to chase down Danielle in the McLaren. Is he going to get it done here? That is a tough pass. A little bump. A little bump pass there. I don't know. That's a NASCAR pass if I ever saw one. That's maybe even a Peter David move. What do you think, Peter? You watched a video of my grandkids, you know what that means. Go on to my channel if you're not on it and watch that. All right, so that was that. We found something. Peter David is trying to get by Settles' Sirk. I mean, he's going to let him by right here probably. Yep, there it is. There it is. Now I am going to chase down Sirk. We are 20 minutes in. I pull a little fast one on Sirk later. Stewart and Diego. Who's there? That's Peter Alex on Merche. Paolo, not Peter, but Paolo. Laszlo is just giving Steve Young fits. Oh, a little bit of a wiggle there. Lost a bit of time on him. That gives Steve a little bit of breathing room. And let's watch Paolo on Merche for a bit. Oh, he really has a great entry into that chicane. Caught up big time with the Mustang. Is he able to hold off, or he just got a great chicane? Merche sliding a bit. Oh, that Porsche fighting for grip. He's on the edge of adhesion. Oh, this is a little battle now, isn't it? Let's just follow this through. The big Interceptor. Wow. This is close. That Laszlo Apollo. Oh, just lost. He had to brake a little bit, I think. I lost view of it here. Let's go back and watch it from this point of view. That's what happened. He just couldn't. No, he just lost grip. Whoa. He started to slide and saved it, but that was a good save. All right, I'm going to let you jump on board with me here now and watch how that Porsche of Sirk and I am in the Ferrari. I gained all my time on him in the chicanes. He could pull away on these parts. He had a better angle of attack for a lot of these corners, but Sirk, really, you have to work on those chicanes. Let's watch. I could gain sometimes half a second on him. Just the way to watch it. I don't even cut the curbs. I just straight line it through here. See, now I've gained on him big time. Here comes the next one. Gain a little bit of time here also. So I was able to stay with Sirk, even though he had like a 1 second lead from me on me in qualification. But I'm going to tell you what's going to happen here. I'm going to stick with him, get really close to me. Even on this corner, I would catch up. A little bit different braking point, I think, on New Cirque. So I'm going to be within about a half a second. Here comes the next chicane. Catch up to him again. Ooh, went a little wide there. That was not the best. And slid a little bit. Okay, where have we got close action? Laszlo on Steve Young. He's still trying to get through here. Get by him. Oh, up ahead. Merche thought was getting close too. Did Paula get by Merche? It looks like it. Where did that happen? All right, let's go back here a little bit and see where that happened. What happened to Merche? Here, look at this. Paulo is... Oh, wrong guy. Wrong guy. There he is. Side by side, going into the chicane, going inside, outside, all around the house. That's what happened. He straight lined it, and now he's going to give it back, I believe. Wow. That was a... Merche had trouble, he said, on some of the chicanes. So let's see how that one transpires. Interesting. Laszlo really chasing down Steve. Let's see what Steve's lines are through the chicanes here. Said he wasn't able to. Oh, it didn't even show it. What's with that? That's a kind of a lousy camera angle for a car that I'm focusing on. Let's see what happens here. Cut a corner there, pretty nice. Not even moving slightly over those sausages. Better angle here again. Everybody else is spread out quite a bit right now. We are approaching halfway, 24 minutes. And there is me. Next lap, I think I go in. So I am going to give you some hints. I did another undercut on Cirque to get ahead of them, and we never looked back again. Wow, wow, wow. Undercut him, and he stayed out extra 2 laps, if I remember correctly. There is Laszlo. Where is Steve Young? There he is up ahead. Wow, Laszlo, you can really cut that chicane and not get a track cut. That's insane how much you can cut that corner. Just follow along with me here. Here, see how close I can get to Cirque on these chicanes. And I just can't get by him, so I was getting frustrated. I believe, no, I spend another lap here. But just look how close I can get to him. So I've been trying to pressure him so that he makes a mistake. It just doesn't happen. So I said to myself, he is not going to make a mistake. We've been through this before for first and second place in bronze. So I said, maybe I'll do an undercut. So I think not this lap, but the next lap. The next lap I have a bit of a ragged... little ragged, speaking of ragged, look at this, Stewart. You're right on top of him now. You've got your front wheel in his trunk. That's the Lambo on the Lexus. As you can see, you know, there's a lot of, excuse me, a lot of traction on this wet tires on this level of rain, medium rain, I think it is. A lot of spray, mind you. So don't be shy. for sure. Whoa, Diego or Stuart. Diego is all over you. Or Stuart's all over Diego. Just can't get by him. Yeah, I think my volume is a little strong here. I'll set that down a little bit. That should not be as distorted when I talk too loud. All right, here is me. Where am I? This is when I go into the pits, but I'll follow. See, look, I got ragged there. You know, I said, oh, you know what? Let me do an undercut. So I did do an undercut this lap. All right, so the only race in town is this one. There's going to start being some pit stops, so we'll probably go ahead of those. Let's follow Stuart for a while, because I am going into the pits. I think I'm probably there right now. There it is right now. So I get in there, and we'll watch out for Silk. Let's just see Silk. He goes in. He goes one more lap out there, and then he pits also. And we're going to see an interesting pit lane race. Pit lane exit race with the two of us. Thought it was pretty close. As a matter of fact, I don't think I even saw him. He was right behind me. I'm hoping to, when I watch it, I'm hoping I didn't cut him off or something. There's me in the pits on the right. Stuart, get on board with him for a bit. Just can't get ahead of Diego, but pressuring him big time. Oh, there was a bit of a slip from the Lexus, and another one. So the Lambo sees that. See that? He caught up quite a bit. Look at this, really caught up. Is this going to be an attempt right here by Stuart on Diego? Lambo got a little bit affected by that first chicane. Let's see what happens in the next one. See the gap widened a bit. But look at that. That's not a lot of lead on Chris. Chris is, it sounds impressive, 3.2 seconds, but it's not that much. Let's see if Diego can actually see him. Yes, he can. 1, 2, 3. Yes, he can. So that is down to under 3 now. So this is not as big a lead as one might think. I want to see Silks. He goes into the pits on this lap. I want to watch the exit for sure of that. So there'll be some changes in position there. Oh, there, Stuart's into the pits. So he's got the same issue as me. Let's see where he comes out. Diego's still out there. Where does he pit? So Stuart, you tried the undercut too. He's going to pit, Diego's going to pit the next lap. So we're going to see a couple of issues here where we talk about pit stops. Oh, you're giving me a hint there. You failed to undercut. I was good at it, or I was lucky at it. Let's get on with, where is he now? There is Silk. He's going to go in the pits right now. I'm going to speed it up a little bit here. There he goes. All right, that is Silk. And here I am racing around. Will stick with me. Well, let's see. How about Diego? Who is that ahead of him? Oh, that's he is lapping people. I think that was Joe, and that is oh, now that Diego goes in. All right. So we're gonna follow that coming out. Where is Silk? Is he moving yet? Is he moving yet? Oh, Silk, you gotta get going. Go, go, go. Oh, it's waiting for the rest of the fuel, I guess. Come on, Silk. Get going. Get going. Did he just stop? Where am I? I'm coming down the last chicane. And Silk is still there. A lot of people going into the pits now. Whoa! That was not good. That was my first track cut. Ouch. Okay, here we go. Is Silk on the move? Yes, he is. It's getting this. There is Silk. And where am I? Where am I? Here I come. Here I come. Round the corner. There goes Silk. We got a drag race here. Just gets ahead of him. Yeah, baby. That was all I needed. Okay, what about Diego? And, where are you? Stewart? There's Stewart coming out there. No, that's not going to make it. As a matter of fact, Diego probably was advantaged by that one by a second or so. Yeah, it did not work. You nearly smashed into Diego when you're going to the pit. All right, so that is, we're going to have, so now Silk is behind me. So all those advantages I got on every chicane are going to let me pull away. And just so you know, what happened later was Silk was pushing so hard, he ended up with a drive-through for track cuts, I believe. All right, I'm going to jump ahead to a few laps because there's Silk caught up to me there. He's a second. Because oh, Diego, you got a track drive-through. No. What is that all about? Unfortunately, Diego is probably serving it right now. So we've got a recap here. Chris Bourne, who has just pitted. Stuart Backham in second place by almost 5 seconds. Diego is going to drop down quite a bit. He may even lose third place because where is Derek? Derek is just coming around. Oh yeah, Derek's ahead of him already. That's gonna correct itself at the next sector. We've got Stu Young. Has he pitted? Yes, he has. He's in 5th place right now. So, Sebastien, you are in 1st place. You have pitted, I believe. So, 1st place in silver. Good job. You've got like a 10-second lead over Hugo in the silver category. Let's see Hugo there. He is just got passed by Peter Alex. No, Peter Alex is still behind. He just passed Peter Alex. No, that's Malcolm behind him. Malcolm's not in the same category. In 3rd place is Danny Britos, who's getting chased down by Hopkins, but Britos has about 2.5-second lead over the next place. Back here in bronze category, I am staying a second ahead of Silk. I want to see how Silk is pushing through these chicanes. That's where I would get sometimes even as much as half a second on him. Let's just see. I know he had some trouble behind me, so I'm sure he was pushing through those chicanes as much as he could. That's not bad. Just a little bit earlier on the exit there, Silk would have helped. I gained an advantage there. Not too bad. A little bit more throttle around that corner would have helped. And you need to be able to take that corner almost full throttle, maybe just a slight lift. A little bit wide there. Let's just see how you handle the next chicane. Whoa, there's somebody off. Somebody is off. That guy was off for a number of laps there. Oh, a little bit of skidding on the exit. That is what happened to him. All right, who have we got that's close? We've got Hutchison, who just passed Caballero, probably. Whoops. Who's that behind him? Nope, that's Britos. Nope. So Britos and Caballero not in the same category. Let's just find one that makes sense. We've got Diego on Derek Bird. So Diego had to serve a drive-through. He's caught up to Derek. Derek is a few seconds back from third place, but definitely up. Oh yeah, you guys in the chat. Derek is working with an old computer. His computer passed away last week. He had to scramble to get something put back together to race with us. He's racing with old Fanatec pedals. Not doing a bad job. He's on the podium right now, but he's getting hotly contested by Diego in that Lexus. I don't know if this is going to last. I'm glad they're battling it out. They are battling it out for sure. That Lexus is right on his tail. To back off for the chicane a little bit. Good idea. You don't want to be getting yourself into a situation where you have to emergency brake and take a exit on the grass to avoid a collision on the chicane. So let's see what he can do right here. He's going to get a good exit. He'll be able to chase him down with that Lexus, but doesn't look like it. Looks like Bird stayed away. Hopkins and Britos are after it, but Hopkins, they are not in the same class. Neither is Ambro. He is a little bit further back, but he wants to chase down Hopkins so he can get after Britos for second place. Peter David has worked his way up the leaderboard here. Get into fourth place in his category. Where are we here? Diego and Bird. This is the one to watch. Sirk had an issue. I wanted to see, hold on, I wanted to see where Sirk had an issue. Sorry, I'm going to come back to this. So that was lap 23. So I want to get back to where Sirk and I are pretty close together, because it looks like Sirk had an issue somewhere. I just wanted to see that. Just follow along. Let's watch a little bit faster speed. He must have had some issue. Now we have no sound at all here. Back to somebody passing him. Ooh, straight line the chicane there. Yeah, something happens to Sirk for sure. He's getting lapped. We're all getting lapped here. That's Stuart Packham going by. Still, that should not have caused him to be 5 seconds back. That is Aaron Shannon coming up on behind. Maybe that's what the problem is. It's all these lapped cars that are causing that issue. Sirk, you have to make sure you get lapped in the right place. Not lose too much time. So now you should just go wide, let him get by you right here, so you don't lose a lot of time, because you're back. You end up being back by 5 seconds. So I don't lose too much time over that. There is somebody going by me in a Ferrari. Who is that? That's probably Chris. That is Chris Bourne. So I'm going to lose some time here to all these guys lapping me, but let's get back to the battle of the day. Where are we in the race? Got about 6 laps to go. This is the one. This is the one and only one for position. Just watch the camera angles here. See how that? Oh, got a good view of the Chicanes. Oh, he jumped over that chicane pretty heavily, but stayed on. Oh, look at that right behind him. Cars look nice and clean because of all this rain, though. Right behind the Birdman. Look at this. Chris Bourne must have been. Sweating through this one. Is this something gonna break here? Look at that, it's right on his tail. Right on his tail. Took a peek. Just so he knows that Derek noted he's here. He's there, I mean. Geez, that rain looks like it's coming down heavy, doesn't it? But it's not accumulating on the track that much. I seem to have noticed near the end there was a little bit more standing water here and there. Oh, there it goes wide! There it goes wide! And that's going to make it happen for Diego. That is it. That little mistake. Let's go back here and watch that one again from another angle. Just see where he had his issue, because this is the issue of the race. Went a little bit wide there, just slightly over speed into that corner, and you can't do that with that one. Now he's trying to come back, but I don't think it's going to happen. Let's see how far ahead Diego can get after that. So it looked like he had the advantage in the chicanes. Excuse me. Let's see that. Now he is trying to chase down. See, look at that. In the chicane, he builds up a nice lead on Chris Bird. Now, is Diego going to be able to chase down Stewart, sorry, to regain that lead? They are quite far behind. So let's just do a recap. That's Chris Bourne in the lead for Platinum, followed by Stuart Packham, not that far behind, but he's been able to keep that 2.5 to 3 second to 4 second lead the whole race. Chris has. Diego now is back by, let's see here, quite a bit anyway. And he's pulling away from Derek Bird. And third next is, you see Derek right behind him there. Steve Young is 6 places back, or 6 seconds back, working through the field of lap cars. In first place, Mr. Sébastien Brunier. He is in first place over Ambro by quite a bit, at least probably 15 seconds or so. In second place is Ambro, and Peter David is trying to chase him down. There is Peter, so we might get some action there. Peter has been working his way up the field since his incident. Brian Banks is 3 seconds back. He is in fourth place. In the bronze category, there I am in first place, and the pressure's off because Cirque got a drive-through, probably for track limits. Now I've got 2 track cuts on my screen right about now, so I'm just gonna play it safe for the rest of the race, which is about 4 laps. So who is in contention here for a place here? Diego is 4 seconds back. He's not 4 seconds back. He is, let's see if he can see Stewart. I don't think he can see Stewart. How far back is he from Stewart? All right, come on now, Tower. I just want to see how far back Diego is from second place. Comes around, oh, he's quite far back, I guess. Still hasn't updated. Man, I hate this. Come on. Where is... Anyway, I'm not going to do... I'm just going to jump ahead a little bit here. Look at that. Still hasn't updated. Drives me crazy. I have a feeling he's quite far back. So we are just going to skip ahead here a few laps to see where everybody is. If anything changes, I don't think it does. And so I'm going to skip down to the last lap here. We'll follow Chris Bourne around to the finish line and go through everybody's checkered flag. So here we go. Chris Bourne. Stuart Packham's not that far behind. You can see him just in the screen. Kind of like now. He does not able to catch up. Here we go through the last chicane. And let's see if there is the checkered flag for Chris Bourne, number 1 in platinum, number 2, Stuart Packham in Diego Cosio in 3rd place. He's just coming down to the straight now. In 1st place, Sebastien Bruni is going to get the checkered flag right around now. 1st place for silver. Where to go, Sebastien? And he flashes, gives us a flash. In 2nd place, Mr. Ambro, and that army, like, oh, I don't have the rest. I don't have the rest. I hated the way that thing also. Am I off track now? Yeah, I guess I finished my race then. All right, that was an exciting race and was not too eventful in terms of... let's just get to the intro screen here. Oh, that's the wrong intro screen, but I'll leave it there for now and put my lovely face up there. Wasn't that bad in terms of grip, was it? So... that was it. Where are we next week? Next race. I'm going to quickly try to find that for you all. Hang on. Hang on. I'd love to be able to announce that. Where are we? Here we go. Our season next week, we are finishing Suzuka. March 21st, Suzuka. All right. That's always an exciting race. So let's look forward to that. Get some practice time in. And we'll see you all on track next week. Bye for now.